have guessed you were a descendant of the King of Liberation. You didn't forget, did you? That story I told you about a relic that could cut a mountain in half? That relic was the Sword of the Creator, the very same used by Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
What are you talking about?
Don't be coy, Teach. The Sword of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis. If you can use it too, that can only mean you have that bloodline's crest.
I understand.
Fine. Keep your secrets. But just so you know, I don't understand isn't gonna cut it here at the monastery. Speaking of, Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy instruments of his. Actually, sounds amusing. Maybe I'll tag along.
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Judith?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Oh no.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphne.
That's his sister, isn't
So you're
she?
little Claude's teacher, are you? How much trouble has he been giving you?
Plenty!
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphne of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry. I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The Crest of Flames. That is what you possess.
Wow, Crest of Flames.
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Wow. Oh, Manuel's birthday.
Thank you.
Alright. I don't think anyone can do a certification right now. Leone and Felix still need theirs. Everybody else is really strong. Including Lorenz. I need to use these two next time I do a battle. I guess I'll explore. Sap quest from Sadith. Oops, journal. Oh, support. You know what? Let's do some supports. Just because. Hilda.
Are you actually reading, Hilda? I thought you hated study.
Oh, hush. It's just a letter from my brother. He sends them all the time.
Your brother, huh? Isn't he known as a great general of the Alliance? A true beacon of...
Don't even start. That's got nothing to do with me.
Uh-oh, better not let your brother hear you say that. 'Twould break his fraternal heart. But all joking aside, it sounds like he really cares for you.
You can say that again. He must be rather bored, too, now that the situation in Elmira has settled down.
Ah, the Elmirans, the Eastern Menace, as they're often called. I did hear your brother had fought them a number of times. In fact, I hear he's even gone toe-to-toe with Nadir, the great Elmiran warrior.
Nadir, the undefeated, was it? Just another grizzled old man as far as I'm concerned. But my father was ecstatic when he heard my brother had defeated him. He paraded my brother all over our territory. What a pain that must have been for our people.
A pain? Any celebration is something to be enjoyed. Celebration puts smiles on faces faster than anything. I'm sure even you at least congratulated him, right? A smile from you would surely mean the world to your brother.
Well, sure. Then he got all worked up and started saying things like, I am the protector of Foglin.
That's not far from the truth, you know. Why do you think the Elmirans have been so quiet lately? They're wary of your brother. If House Goneril of the Border were a bunch of weaklings, the Elmirans would have invaded Foglin a long time ago.
You talk about it as though you've spoken to the Elmirans yourself.
Well, I am heir to the leading house of the Alliance. I'm privy to all kinds of information, whether I like it or not.
You act so nonchalant about your studies, but you know so much about politics and history. You're a hard guy to grasp, you know that, Claude?
Oh, I disagree. I'd let you grasp me any day. My hand, my heart, even my neck. But if you want to know all of my secrets, you'll have to bear yours as well.
I think he's flirting with you, Hilda. Lorenz Raphael.
Meat is the best. Veggies and fish are great too, but there's nothing like a good cut of meat.
May I join you?
Hey, Lawrence, you here to eat? It looks like you barely grabbed anything.
Please, this amount will suffice for me. There's no need to compare our portions.
No wonder you're so skinny. My little sis eats more than you. Come on, have some of mine. You need it more than I do.
You offer me half-eaten scraps? The nerve! With manners like that, even a nobleman would be an absolute disgrace. Have you no dignity?
You're pretty touchy, huh? It's probably just because you're hungry.
Raphael, please, do you mind? I cannot enjoy the simple pleasure of a meal in these conditions.
Why can't you enjoy your meal? You don't like what's on the menu? You wait here. I'll go to the kitchen and find something tastier for you.
That won't be necessary. Please, just let me eat. In peace. Alone.
I don't think you get it, Lawrence. Nothing goes with a meal better than good company. If leading the Alliance is your goal, you should really try eating with other people first.
I'm afraid I fail to see the connection between leadership and dining.
If you want to be a leader, you have to know how to get along with different types of people, right? If you really want to get to know someone, all you have to do is share a meal with them.
Quite the contrary, unfortunately. It seems the more time I spend eating with you, the less likely we are to become friends.
The more you eat with someone, the more you learn about them. Their likes, their dislikes. You know, you might get some of their food that way too. You can eat more and bulk up. All that talking made me hungry again. I'm gonna go get seconds.
Oh my god.
What an absolute bother. But I suppose he does have a point about observations of character at the dinner table.
Raphael with Hilda and Leonie. Okay. Hilda.
Right. Then this goes here.
Hello, Raphael. What exactly are you doing with that piece of wood?
Hey, Hilda, I'm just doing this.
With your bare hands. Impressive that just the outer ring is left. It makes quite a nice circle.
Yeah, I just gotta polish it up and paint it. Then the base of the necklace will be ready.
Oh.
Sorry, did you say necklace?
How's it look? I bet it's the right size, too. And this tree bark smells amazing. Now
Aw.
I just need to carve these boar tusks to hang from it.
Boar tusks?
I almost forgot. I was gonna add these wolf claws, too. And I could even add some color to them.
And wolf claws?
Huh? Is something wrong, Hilda?
That necklace. It has a certain, rustic charm?
You're right. It really does. Want me to make you one while I'm at it?
Oh no, I wouldn't want to trouble you. Besides, I think it would look better on you than on me.
It would definitely look good on me. But this one's actually a birthday present for my little sis.
For your sister? Don't you think she might like something more feminine? Something cute?
Something cute? What's wrong with something tough and rugged? This necklace is gonna have tusks and claws and stuff.
But girls don't usually go for tusks and claws and stuff. There should be flowers or gems or... Here, I can talk you through it. If you're making a necklace for your sister, you might try putting a pretty little flower in a small crystal bottle and sealing it with resin.
If you say so. But where would I find a flower that was pretty enough?
Oh, honestly, I don't know much about flowers. But, now that I think about it, I remember hearing about a splendid flower that only blooms near Fodlan's throat.
Fodlan's throat. That's on the eastern edge of the Alliance. I'd have to leave now if I'm gonna make it back in time.
Yeah, that does seem like a bit of a stretch. Okay, let me think. Where'd he go? Oh, no matter.
Raphael and Leone.
Hey, Leone. Are you just getting back? Whoa. What's with the bag? It's huge.
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess I got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa. It sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive. What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope, can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
Nice. Ignatz with Hilda. Oops.
Hey, Ignatz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to start cleaning?
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm just finishing up.
Oh, it's true. such a marvelous job. I'm glad I didn't get in your way.
Thank you very much. So, anyway, you can go now. You were talking to your friend, right? I just have some things to put away. It's okay. I can manage without you.
Oh, Ignatz, I thought I saw someone earlier. That was you, wasn't it? You know, I'd have been willing to help. You could have just said, hey, let's go and clean.
It's all right. You were having a conversation. I didn't want to sneak up like I was eavesdropping, and really, I didn't need help.
Oh, Ignatz, you darling. You're so considerate. Thank you so very much.
Glad to be of service. I'll start putting all this away.
Not so fast.
Well, what's the matter?
Aren't you overdoing it? Don't you think you might be taking on too much?
Oh, I didn't expect to hear that from you.
Let me give you some advice. It's true that I like to delegate as many tasks as I possibly can, but when someone helps me, I make sure to lavish them with praise as a reward for their hard work. So, then we come out even. On the other hand, look what almost happened just now. You did all that work for me, and I almost missed it. Now, where would that leave you? With no praise, no thanks. You'd be losing out.
Personally, I'd prefer to lose out rather than inconvenience someone else. For instance, I'd have felt terrible for intruding on your important conversation earlier. Consider the negligible loss to me versus the major inconvenience to you. Personal loss is always going to be the better choice, right?
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, then I'm not sure how to convince you otherwise.
Hilda and Leonie.
Why do I have to organize the library? I'll get in trouble if it's not done, and I can't think of anyone who'd do it for me. Since no one else is around, though, time for a little break. What are those sounds? Ha! Yeah! Leonie, always at it. How exhausting that must be. What's this? Hey, what are you doing? That's mine. If you leave it lying on the ground, people will think it's trash. I usually wear it around my neck, but I put it down while I'm training so I don't get sweat all over it. Well, people won't know that, will they? You should have just left it in your room. It's a good luck charm. If I don't keep it close by, then what's the point? How stubborn of you. I will say it looks to be a very well-loved charm. Captain Gerald gave it to me when I was a kid. If it's that important to you, you should wash it. Then again, I suppose it is made of wood. Have you considered coating it with resin? That would preserve it nicely. You could even accessorize it, make it look cute. Thanks, but Captain Gerald made it especially for me. I'd really rather keep it just as it is. Well, if that's how you feel, I won't argue with you. Me personally, I'd choose a cute necklace over a dirty old charm any day. I'm sure you would. But Captain Gerald didn't treat me as some young girl. He treated me like a person who mattered, an equal. He taught me everything. I don't want to forget his teachings, so I'm going to keep this charm just the way it is. Oh, what do you know?
Alright. I'm gonna save another support conversations. I will see you guys later for more Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I am recording every game today, except Donkey Kong 64 because I did so much of it. The only games I have after this are Zelda Twilight Princess and what's it called? Ultra Sun. Okay. Now I've got some quests down here and a quest over here. Let's do the other quests first. Like what I'll do is I'll just do all the quests that I can do. Hello. We're low on supplies soon. I won't have anything left. Forging weapons or making repairs. Sorry to bother you. You fetch materials for me? Sure. Forge the way. Oh, hold on. Bandits overrun my trade route. Can you clear them out so the merchants can reach the monastery? Sure. It's a quest battle. Orphis seeds. Onion. Iron welding material. Okay. Hello. How helpful? So you want to repair the sword? Sure.
Hey there.
Repair. Nothing yet.
Come back anytime.
Cool. Oh, Flame.
Maybe.
Where is Flame? There she is.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways?
Hold on.
Is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Though I'm certain my brother would disapprove.
Few quests.
Might you help me with a favor?
I cannot believe how poorly maintained the saint statues are. Just look at them. Clutter at their feet. As though that is even remotely acceptable. Tending to the saints. Whoops. The last quests are over there. Okay. Are all just shards? Oops.
You have helped me so much.
How wonderful! Where the statues dwell looks so much better now. I still have a special blessing to carry out for such an important task. Okay.
Need something?
That one's all done. ESP.
This one? You're all set. This one? You're all set.
Okay, that one's done.
This one? You're all set.
All I need is the end of these two.
See you again soon.
I have a quest from Claude.
Well,
This way. Hello, Sedith. Oh, Rhea.
you must be rather bewildered.
You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
Okay. Esteemed
May I
company?
ask a favor of you?
I understand that sometimes extend invitations to have tea, but I've been so busy I would deeply enjoy the opportunity. Sure.
I'm pleased to have been invited.
Haha.
I am grateful.
What do we talk to a goddess about? Talk?
Of course.
Our first meeting.
Of course. Yes.
Place you'd like to visit.
Is that so?
Okay.
Of course.
You're doing great.